Hello, Smiles here. Welcome back. I know it's been a minute, but I found this game and I really wanted to play it because I think the art style looks dope. So just to let you know, it is a horror game, so just be careful with whether or not you get scared too easily, I guess. And of course, there's the whole flickering in images and stuff, so just be careful. Read the whole thing on the screen. Don't hurt yourself. So, if you didn't look at the title, whatever horrors you may find in these dark spaces, have heart and see them through. There are no premature endings, there are no wrong decisions, there are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This is a love story. So, we're playing Slay the Princess. Lots of people have been playing it lately, and I thought it looked super cool, and I love the art style, so, I decided I wanted to give that a go. Yeah, and I want to see what kind of endings I can get, and this looks super cool, so I'm just gonna fix a couple settings, and I'll be right back. Alright, Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Okay, princess.
You're here to slay her.
Yep, name of the game.
If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Oh my gosh, that's so much pressure, bro. I'm not doing it. Sweet, I've always wanted to off a monarch. Viva la revolution! No. The end of the world? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
Problematic? People are not the best. But okay. Oh, there's so many options. You tell me what to do. I'm sold. Look, I'll go in the cabin. I'll talk to her, and if she's bad as you say, maybe I'll slay her, but I'm not committing to anything until I have the chance to meet her. Okay, yeah, I'll talk to her. Yeah,
then
maybe.
I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out.
That's kind of the whole thing, though. It's like, right? Convincing other people. Everybody's putting on a face for everybody else. How you can sometimes just not be yourself and switch back and forth. So, hey. Okay.
Then each and every one of us
that's not
is
good.
Doomed. So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us.
Okay.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
I like the stars, that's dope.
We're not going to go through with this, right?
Oh.
She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
We are, that's true.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Isn't he my voice? Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
But she's a person, right? Okay, we'll take it for now.
You take the blade from the table.
Because I don't
It'd
know
be
what I'm
rather
going
difficult
into.
to slay the princess and save the world without.
Yeah. Alright. Oh, I've got my cursor has a blade in it. That's dope.
Creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
You know what would do her more of a favor? If we, got her out of here.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
Ooh.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Hi, just checking in on you. Hey, thank you. Just checking in on you.
It's been so long since anyone's come down here.
No.
I was starting to think they'd forgotten about
No,
me.
no, no. We remember you.
You walk down the
She's
stairs
so pretty.
and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist,
Aw.
binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Stab, 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 stab. Cut off the hair like Rapunzel. Sorry.
Focus on the task at hand.
Yeah, it's true, actually.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
I don't know. What? No. Why would you even think that? I'm holding a knife. Caught me. I'm here. I haven't decided yet. I'm just here to talk.
Then why did you bring a knife with you? How about you drop it, and then we can chat?
She makes a compelling point. What if we just dropped the blade and talked? Look at her. It's not like she's a threat. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. But killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Okay.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Well, I'm not gonna. She's far away.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just...
You're so menacing, bro.
Against your better judgment, you step forward
She's
to
so
speak
pretty,
with the
dude.
princess.
I love
face
this
to
art
face.
style.
Unarmed.
We'll be fine.
Yeah, we
I
will.
don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
Sure.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Oh my god, there's so many. Okay, we've talked enough. No, you've said all enough. Okay. I'm here because you're supposed to end the world.
Don't just tell her that.
Well, you're gonna be honest. Oh, this is menacing.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world.
I think. Alright.
I don't remember much about it, to be honest.
Aww.
I've been down here a long time.
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so...
No.
dangerous?
No. No. No, and if I'm being honest, I'm more inclined to trust you than I'm inclined to trust them with a capital T. Okay.
Sooner or later,
Oh!
you'll understand that I have your best
Look,
interests
she
at
cares
heart.
about us.
Hopefully sooner.
How sweet. Now be a pal and help me get out of here, would you? We could figure out how to deal with them
Capital T?
after I'm free.
Okay. I still have a few more questions. Actually, I've decided to change my mind. I don't trust you. Before I decide what to do.
Fine. What do you want to know?
A relationship is coming on to me. How long have you been down here?
Too long.
Note the lack of detail. You can't trust her.
What? How could I trust you? She can't hear you. She can't defend herself. That's not fair. A relationship? Are you coming on to me?
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
Ooh, brown chicken. Wow, wow. I'll start using that. How would I get you out of... What's your name?
She hesitates before answering.
This is not hesitation. This is I don't give two fucks.
You can address me as your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Honorific. Okay.
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
How would I get you out of here?
You can't.
Aww.
Don't bother.
She doesn't know.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't... well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Excuse me?
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade.
What, murdering you would help you
She
out?
isn't suggesting what I think she is.
Oh, sorry, what
I'm
I think
sure
she's
of it.
suggesting. Sorry, I skipped it. I didn't mean to. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting. What's she suggesting?
Oh, Have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
A pretty girl, random voice in my head who's been yelling at me and telling me what to do. I'm getting you out of here.
Oh, you have to be kidding me. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall.
Yeah, because
with
she's
your
never
boot on.
tried that.
They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
Okay.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just
Look at
left
her
the key to her
crown.
chains somewhere in the cabin.
Any ideas besides me cutting you out of here? I feel like they wouldn't have left it in the cabin.
That would be fine. I can lose an arm.
Oh my god!
She speaks with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd
Yeah.
be nonchalant about cutting our way out.
It was 127
Anything to
hours?
finally be free.
Yeah, 127 hours, yeah.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut.
Hey!
You hear the click of a lock
Hey!
sliding into place. Is someone else here?
Hey, let me out of here. Try the door.
You try the door, but it's locked
What
from
the
the outside.
heck, bro?
You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is
Secret
done.
third person? Oh, did you do it?
Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to slay the
You
princess.
locked me in here,
and
didn't you?
won't leave until the task is done.
Bitch, why can't you just say, oh, the princess dies? Why can't you just do that if it's such a big deal?
You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd
Listen.
simply slain her like you were supposed to.
No.
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
What are you gonna do? Oh, I'm holding the knife again. Okay, sorry. Slay the princess, save the princess. Save the princess.
Against your
Oh my
better
gosh!
judgment, you place the blade against the
They're
princess's
just showing
arm,
bone.
just above the massive, unyielding chain.
Wouldn't she die from this? Aren't there veins right there?
You cut into her flesh.
Oh, the bone.
The blade is
Oh,
sharp,
and then she
you
just
make
rips it
quick
off.
work
Cool.
of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet.
No, she'd die. There'd be so much more blood.
She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Okay,
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
sure. Approach the locked door.
No.
Oh,
we
my
won't
knife's
have
bloody.
Any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I just can't let her escape into the world.
Okay.
As the princess approaches the bottom stair,
See,
your
you
body
locked
steps forward
me.
and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair.
Yeah,
you can't
what?
just do that.
Freedom of choice, bro.
Watch me.
Watch me. Ugh, so scary. Slay the... No! What's this? What is this scroll thing? Oh, it's a finger. That's weird. Oh, warn her. Yeah, fuck you, warn
Stop
her.
that.
I thought this was a little too
Oh my
easy.
god, why is her text red?
Your body
thank
lunges
God.
forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out
Even
of the
mad,
way
she's
before you can
gorgeous, bro.
connect. Stop it. Stop resisting me. I'm
No.
trying to get you out of here alive.
No. Resist.
The blade. Move the blade.
How about no?
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you?
Uh-huh.
I can see the conflict in your eyes.
Ah. Psh, yeah.
I'll make this quick.
Hmm?
She steps forward
Now
and
there's no
pries
blood
the
on it?
blade from your rigid hands.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
The crown. What?
and then she slits your throat
Oh!
with an almost clinical ease.
Oh, the noise.
Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck.
Fun.
This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Ah, well.
I hope it was worth it.
Well, that was a fun, super quick game, guys. Oh, wait! Chapter 2, The Prisoner.
You're on a path in the woods.
Yeah,
And
I
at the
kind of
end
know
of
what the
that
game's
path
about a little
is
bit.
a cabin.
I don't know all the endings and stuff,
And
though.
in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Like, I didn't know it would be, I don't know, this much, but I do know slightly what the game's about, and I assume you do too if you're watching this.
You're here
Yep.
to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
I'm getting a terrible sense of date. Wait, did this already happen? Okay, no, but I died. Oh, you bastard! You're in for it. I'm Wise You Tricks.
My tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We've just met for the first time.
No.
Don't forget what he did to us the last time around.
Voice of the skeptic.
I wouldn't trust a word out of his mouth.
A word.
There's got to be a way out of here, for us and for the
Is
princess.
this the same guy doing
Just
all
have
the
to
voices?
keep trying. I'm inclined to agree. If he doesn't remember what happened last time, maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you two, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. And as far as trying to help her goes, need I remind you how catastrophically dangerous she is to the world at large? I told you about the stakes of this situation less than a minute ago.
Let's assume I'm telling the truth and that all this really did happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything? Yeah.
Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
No, it's because you forced me to do shit. What?
The absolute irony. Well, that's one way to put it, I guess. You really don't remember what happened last time, do you? You practically forced the princess to kill us. That doesn't sound like the sort of thing I'd do, which is honestly all the more reason for you to not buy into whatever self-delusions the three of you are crafting. But this is a thought experiment, so
Ooh,
I
thought
suppose
experiment.
I'll continue to give you the benefit of the doubt. If I did practically force the princess to kill you, it was probably for a good reason. Did you try and free
No.
her? Did you say something really mean to me?
Aw.
Because if I really did what you said I did, you probably deserved it. I'm a professional, after all.
Okay, professional.
Sure you are. Anyway, I believe your second question
Said
was,
anyways.
what's the point of doing anything?
Hey!
If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. You forced the princess to kill us and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
He's not wrong.
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
Ooh. I don't know.
If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died? Do you think the people there lived happily ever after?
Yep.
Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered,
Maybe the
brought about
princess.
the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would?
Maybe the princess lives happily ever after without an arm. Nah, she probably got 2 steps out the door and bled out. I'm just saying. There's so many veins in your arm. Like,
What a conveniently ambiguous group of things for her to ruin. For all we know, the princess left the cabin and never saw another soul.
because she died. She bled out.
Oh, how I wish that were the case, but if the princess weren't a certain, inevitable threat to the world, the 4 of us wouldn't be here.
4 of us.
And yet, here we are.
Wait, narrator? Me. Hero and skeptic. Oh, okay. We're not counting the princess.
You're talking in circles. No, I'm talking in facts.
Let's talk about this princess.
Just be quick about it.
Oh, okay. The only reason she was able to kill me last time was because I let her, and all she did was slit my throat. How is she supposed to end the world? Who locked her in the basement? Who locked her in the basement?
People locked her in
People.
that basement, and I told you
People
what this
aren't
place
fun.
is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
It kind of... You're asking me to kill somebody, we kind of have to complicate it. There's a lot of thinking that goes into this. People locked her away. Why couldn't they slay her? Yeah, why is this falling on me?
Look, I'm not supposed to say this,
Ooh.
but it's because you're special. You're
Special?
the only person capable of doing this.
Oh my gosh.
Call it a prophecy, if that helps. But it's just the way things are.
I'm special.
Oh, I didn't know we were special. Of course you're special. Why else would you be here?
Thought experiment.
Yes. Right.
Alright, skeptic.
We're here because we're special. Look, you're annoyed that you're here. I get it. I'm also annoyed that I'm here. But we're all in this together, and we're dealing with a bit of a ticking clock right now, so please just get to the cabin.
You're being cagey. What aren't you telling me?
I've told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail will just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult. Not to sound like a broken record, but the less you know about her, the better things will go for all of us. I know it sounds like I'm hiding something, but you're just going to have to trust me here.
Why can't I trust her? She's probably hiding stuff. The reason she was able to kill me last time was because I let her... Okay,
She
I'll show
just
you.
can. Believe me, I wish I could tell you more, but you'll just have to trust that what I'm saying is true, and that, despite it all, you're fully up to the task that's been given to you. You haven't given us an ounce of proof. You do know that, right? What proof could you possibly ask for? Literally anything.
Literally.
Fine.
Pockets?
Check your pockets.
Check my pockets. Leave your pockets unchecked. Check your pockets.
You put your hands
The
in your
evidence!
pockets and pull out an envelope with the words, "The Evidence," written across the front.
Ooh.
Within, you find a note in your handwriting. It reads, "The princess will end the world
This
if
is
you
my
don't
handwriting?
stop her. This is an immutable truth."
Damn.
That doesn't prove anything. How do we know you didn't just forge our handwriting?
I don't know what the word immutable means, liar.
I wish I could tell you more, but there are some rules I have to follow for all our sakes. Please just trust that these rules are in place for a reason. I'm on your side. You mean you're on our side as long as we do what you tell us to? Exactly. Because you not doing what I tell you to do means you're putting the world at risk. I think we've got everything out of him we're gonna get.
That's all.
Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
I don't think she was gonna kill me if you hadn't forced me to, but okay.
Yes, don't believe a word she says. Just go in, take the knife, and do what you're supposed to. Wink.
Wink.
Did you just say wink?
Did
out
you
loud?
just say wink?
No, I didn't. Wink.
Wink.
Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess.
Okay. Proceed to the cabin. Oh, the door opened. I didn't notice that the first time.
The
Oh!
interior of the cabin is less a cozy
That's
woodland
creepy.
retreat and more like a dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison. The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade
to the
perched
floor.
on its edge. The blade is your implement.
Implement.
You'll need it if you want to do this right.
You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall. This whole cabin is different than last time. Approach the mirror. Take the blade. Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
Let's make it. So yeah, I turned on auto because I realized me clicking every time is probably killing the momentum.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
I like the art style, bro.
But there was a
It
mirror
looks like a kid
second
drew
ago.
this.
And
and now it's gone. If he doesn't want us to know about it, it must be important. We should keep our eyes peeled. Maybe it'll be back.
Like, you know when you're a little kid, or like you see little kids with like their cardboard walls and they draw stuff like this? Like, I mean, I'm sure a kid didn't draw this, like it looks better than that, but still, it just like, I can imagine this being like a little cardboard wall with like a little cardboard castle. It's cute. I like it. The school cabin is different than last time.
Very different.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but why? Did he change it? Or did it change all on its own? Maybe it's a different cabin entirely.
Now isn't that a novel thought? Maybe you haven't actually been here before. I hope this means you'll finally drop your ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't
Past
died,
life.
and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess. So focus up. Don't get distracted by minor details.
No, I'm not taking the blade.
I'm afraid I'm going to insist we take the blade.
Nope.
We're in a dangerous situation, and I'm not letting us go down there without a weapon.
Nope. Not happening.
Are you sure? She killed us with it last time. What if she turns it against us again?
What if she's a nice person?
Yes, I'm sure, and I've already got a plan for that.
Still with those past life delusions, are we? I hope part of that plan is don't give the world any monstrosity your only weapon. Because unless you've decided to arm the princess, I don't think you need
Actually,
to worry
last
about
time
her
we
having a
decided
weapon.
to de-arm the princess.
Peachy, we'll be fine.
Okay. I'm trusting you.
Hey, yeah, what don't I get to say here?
Normally, yeah, but not about this. Call it a
Nope.
reflex.
No, what?
We
No!
take the knife as we go.
No.
What?
Hey!
You do exactly that, sweeping the knife
Bro.
from the table before proceeding to the basement.
I don't want the knife.
Don't worry about it. We have a knife, so what? It's not like we have to use it.
Whoosh, throw it out the window. Whoosh.
No, you don't have to do anything, but you do well to use it regardless.
Sigh.
Moving.
I say that all the time, bro.
The door to the
Ooh,
basement
fire.
creaks open, revealing an
Why
old
can't we take
stone
the fire?
staircase. A few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path, dancing across glimmering patches of slimy moss on the stone steps. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Yeah,
Her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
Is that a visitor I hear?
It's red again!
Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
Does she remember us?
Why can't we light her on fire?
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes
No,
with the
she's got
princess.
more chains,
She looks
bro.
up at you, the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves.
Her tiara's
The
red.
chains binding both her
Or
wrists to the
black.
far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap.
Why is there always one chain doing nothing?
So much for cutting her out of here. Do you hear yourself right now? Cutting her out of here never should have been on the table. Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall?
Yeah.
Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct
Ow.
purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
Yeah, what is up with that? Was there another person here?
That was there last time too, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat?
I didn't
The
kill
two
you
of us should
last
chat
time.
before you bury that thing in my heart.
Bro. I'm annoyed. I'm not sure I need to do much of anything. Don't you see how locked up she is? I'm just gonna leave. No, I'll sit with her.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
Okay.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
Fair. Her
That's
tiara's
reasonable.
different, bro.
We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease.
Sit where you were told to sit.
You do as she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
Marriage. I don't know if you want to. Consent. Julie. Marriage. No, the other chain on the wall. Who is it for?
I don't know, but you could always try it on.
Oh my gosh! Can we?
Maybe it'll fit.
Can we? Can I really?
I hope I don't actually have to say this,
Oh,
but
come
please
on,
don't lock
dude.
yourself in chains. We need you ambulatory
Kinky.
if you're going to save
Also.
the world.
No, that's dope. I want to try that. Expect the shackle. I do want to do that, actually. I genuinely want to do that. It sounds so messed up, but I do.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
I want to know.
And why is that?
Do I even need to explain myself? It's a shackle, and it's
Okay.
one without a key. Do you want to be stuck here like she is?
Maybe.
And what? Is it going to lock the second we put our wrist into it?
I don't know. Maybe it will.
He doesn't want us to look at it. That's all the reason we need to investigate.
I kind of want
But
to.
what if he's telling the truth?
It looks like a neck
He
chain.
isn't.
He isn't.
I am.
No.
Against your better judgment, you approach the chain dangling from the far wall. The princess watches you with faux disinterest as you inspect it, though she can't fully hide her curiosity. I don't want to say what I'm supposed to say.
No!
What is that supposed to mean? It sounds bad. Is it bad? Yes, it's bad.
Oh no!
Come out and say it then. You're just wasting time.
Fine. As you hoist the shackle, its heft shifts within your grasp, as if pulled by some odd
I knew
magnetism.
it! It's a
Before you
neck
can so
chain.
much as blink, it practically leaps from your hands, snapping around your
Aw,
neck.
dope.
And, as if your situation weren't bad enough, the same magnetism repels your blade, which is flung from your hand and sent skittering across the
Oh
floor
my
of the
gosh!
basement.
The chain was for us?
Excuse me? Yes? Are we stuck here now?
Oh, I got a chain. Prison of your own mind.
Yes.
You become your own jailer. Oh,
Oh, so it does fit. And I guess it doesn't like your knife.
this is
We're
so.
stuck
I've
here
actually. I've
together,
never
aren't
seen this
we?
ending.
That's funny.
I didn't know that this was the chain was
What are
for.
we supposed to do now?
Can't even cut ourselves out.
Guess we'll start. Well,
Guess we'll starve.
she still looks so regal,
That's
bro.
horrible.
It's not all bad. We learned a valuable piece of information.
I've never seen the other side of the prison either.
Not to touch things we're specifically told not to
It's
touch.
gross in here.
No, that there's something special about this loose chain. It's clearly important.
Yeah, it's for us. So we're both stuck here. What should we do? Did you know that was gonna happen to me?
No.
You were put down here the first time. You should know. So we're stuck here now. So we're both stuck now here.
Yep.
Bro, could I get more than one word answer? No one for small talk, are you?
Nope.
Bruh.
That's rude.
Yeah. What should we do? What if another me comes down the stairs?
You and the princess wait in
silence.
silence, though neither of you knows what you're waiting for. But you're waiting for something. You're waiting for anything.
A little scritch behind the ears. Scritch,
This
scritch,
is
scritch.
so boring.
There must be
in
something we
your
can do to get out of
nose.
here. There must be something we're missing.
But there isn't. Time passes. It passes and passes.
Can't
and
like reach a leg
passes.
out and grab this, no?
And the basement of the cabin remains much the same. It is cold
We could cuddle.
and silent.
It wouldn't
At
be
least
that
the
cold
world
then.
is safe. It isn't. You're stuck. Too far away from both the princess and your blade to do much of
I
anything.
don't look that far from either.
She's not ending anything. She's just sitting there. Her very existence is a threat. It harms everything around it.
Sure.
How exactly does that work?
It just does.
But
Your line of questioning is interrupted by the passage of even more
It's
time.
interrupted
And
by
after
time
that,
passing.
Even more time passes again. And let me guess, the cabin remains the same.
if time is passing, the cabin can't be the same. Even if the differences are small, they have to
Yeah, where's all the
exist.
spiders?
That's
Not
just
that I
how
want
things
them here.
work.
I suppose you're correct. Things are changing.
Where?
The differences are small at first, a bit of weathering here, a bit of erosion there, but then they get larger
I
and
don't see any
larger.
differences. I have not seen any differences. Am I stupid? Hey, have you noticed the basement changing?
I don't like small
Oh,
talk.
sorry. I'll stop talking.
Remember?
Still rude.
I'll stop talking to her. Yeah, okay. I'll be. That's respectful. Respectable, sorry. Oh!
You
Okay, I
continue
see
to
the
wait in
changing now.
silence, and the cabin continues to change. The decay comes faster now. You can see earth through holes in the stonework, can watch lichen spread along the seams of the
Lichen?
walls.
Oh, I've been pronouncing it wrong my whole life.
That doesn't make sense. Has our entire concept of time changed? What happened to starving? We should have died by now if
Yeah.
the rocks around us are starting to erode.
He's right.
She hasn't starved.
I guess she hasn't.
Oh.
Even more silent time passes as you watch
Where'd
roots
the knife
push
go?
themselves through the increasingly porous walls of the basement. Dirt seeps inside, flowing across the stone floor like a liquid, covering the ground and threatening to swallow you both. Time continues to pass, and pass, and pass, until suddenly
Oh!
there are no walls.
She looked up.
And then...
Oh,
And?
he got quieter.
I think he's gone.
Would you look at that? We made it out of the cabin,
Aha!
and nothing bad had to happen to either of us.
We didn't.
So this is the outside world.
Oh,
It's cold.
she's cold. Oh, oh! Ugh. You know when you focus too hard on a spot, don't get the chance to respond, something has taken her away, and it's left something else in her stead. You know when you like focus too hard on a spot, or like when it's like dark in your room and you focus too hard on a spot, and then you just slowly the edges of your vision just come to black. You know what I mean? That's what that felt like. But you don't get the chance to respond. Something has taken her away and it's left something else in her stead.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
Oh, the mirror. I didn't even talk about the mirror.
And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
I don't know where she went, and I don't know... Okay, I don't know where she went, and I don't know how we go. We're looking for her. The narrator is gone. I think I'm supposed to look at her. The narrator's gone.
Liz, does that mean the world ended?
They must have. Do any of us know what the world ending is supposed to look like?
I don't know where she went, and I don't even know how we even go about looking at her.
If there's even a her to find anymore.
Looking for her.
You're right. She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing.
Why is a mirror an awful thing? I think I'm supposed to look at the mirror.
There's something dreadful about it. I don't
What
think you
else is
should.
there to do?
You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back.
Fear.
Fear.
Do your fair death. Approach
I'm
the
begging
mirror.
you, don't.
I have
this.
literally no other option, bro. The mirror never scared you before. We've never been here.
It's different now. It feels... I don't know. Final.
Do your fair death, Jack Sparrow. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. The body. It's you. It's you. What am I? Like a lizard? Bird? What? See, I'm trying to look at the face and I just like... I don't... Do I have wings? Like... It looks like I have wings. And what's this? Am I crouching? Like, okay, anyway. You are alone in a place that is empty. It's quiet here. Proceed to the cabin. Is that fire? You are at the... Why is she on fire? Approach her. Oh, it's hands.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
The chain's pretty dope. The hands are like chains now, like where she was chained. That's creepy. She's on the shoulder and the... Are they making her talk? The gift of a fragile vessel?
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds
Ooh.
beyond, perspectives to make my own.
Okay.
This one is cold and cynical. She has protected herself when others could not.
Yeah, she did.
She will make for a clever heart.
That's fair, we did try to protect
Do
her.
not mourn her. She doesn't need to be protected any
Oh,
longer.
that's actually kind of sweet. Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me in here? Here?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness.
Are you all the
I
hands?
could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Do we know each other?
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness,
Sadness?
longing, hope as I witness you.
Longing. What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
Lights in a city? What do you mean? What do you think I am? I don't know what I am. I'm a person.
A person. A set of eyes witnessing from one perspective. I think that you are more like me than you are like a person.
Is she saying that's what a person is?
We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
Oceans reduced to shallow creeks. So we were like once really big and now we're really small. Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
Space god. Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known. The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here
This
but
is so
us.
cool how they're like making her move. I bet you they're making her stand too. It's where they're covering her eyes. I bet you they're covering her eyes because it's like if she was looking at us, I feel like we wouldn't think that this was a whole entity. So I think they're just talking through her. Are you the princess?
She is part of me.
Yeah.
And part of
So
me
they're saying
is
she's
her.
not this princess. I think that this is one whole entity, and they're covering her eyes because it's like her eyes would show off her emotion, and she's just supposed to be like, you know, what's the word? Indifferent. But were you always the princess, or are you just making her a part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and
Yeah.
another ends?
Kind of, a little bit. Do you know worlds beyond this place?
I know only that they are.
Let her out of there.
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed.
Woof.
This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me.
Turn to me.
I promise that it doesn't hurt.
As long as you promise. Next time. What happens now? Next time, like, if I play this again, I don't want to fuck up my entire playthrough. I don't know. I don't know what that does, and I've never seen anybody do this. So I'm not going to be the one to do it. What happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to.
It's like hypnotizing.
Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole. And perhaps then we will know our freedom.
It's like with hypnotists, like, you know, it's like you have to believe that they're able to, or else it's not going to work, kind of a thing. Aren't you scared that I'll find a way to kill you?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
Oh, okay. How much will I forget?
Everything. Until we meet again.
Oh, how many more pieces of you do I have to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find.
I love that line so much.
I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I love that line so much, because that just means that there's like, I don't even know how many endings there are, but there's so many endings that means, and so I don't have to go through the entire game. It's just find a couple of your own endings, and then that's what happens. And what if I don't let you do this to me?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished. Dry. Hollow.
Tickle, tickle, tickle. I was sent to slay the princess to stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
She really likes to emphasize. She likes remold, you know, with her tongue. You're being semantic. What are you going to do if I help you?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
I'm not going back.
If you need time, then I'll wait with you.
Wait forever.
You are as I am now, and forever is a long time to remain undone. I am not you, but I know that I would return before forever was finished.
Okay.
What textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? Will you place the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping? If you close that box, will you become another you in another world? An imaginary pattern repeating itself until it can no longer bear the weight of its hand-drawn cage. You'll always come back to the box, because you'll always
She's so
want
close
to
to the
know
mic.
what it means to be you. I will be here waiting by your side until you're ready to return to mine.
My game closed. What the hell? Okay. Gonna open that back up.
You have returned to me.
Oh!
Though you were gone mere moments.
What the heck?
I never left your side.
I didn't click play or anything. I never left your side. Attempt to outwit your destiny. That's so cool. That's so cool. I didn't press play or anything. That's not a cut. Okay, make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her.
Aww. That's so sweet.
You won't.
Hey! Oh, everything goes dark and you die. Fun. Chapter 1. A guard vessel, bring the prisoner to her. Chapter 1.
You're
Hero
on
and
a
the princess.
path
Oh,
in the woods,
the real
and
Slay
at
the
the end
Princess
of that
starts here. You'll
path
know it when
is
you
a
see
cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Oh,
You're here
it's
to
interesting.
slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up?
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock.
Boo-hoo.
Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up. And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which
Such
to
good
view
words.
this situation.
Okay.
Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that. It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything. Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
Speaking of big words, I just googled it. Immutable, the word that I said I didn't know before. I'll probably put the definition up on the screen then, but it means unchanging over time or unable to be changed, an immutable fact. So I think it's what it said, an immutable fact on the paper. So forget it. I'm not doing this.
Are you serious?
No.
No, you have to do it.
I'm not killing her. I don't want to kill her. Do I get some reward for doing this? Oh, okay. Thanks for telling me what to do.
Don't mention it. It's all part of the job.
Dickhead. Oh, okay. I guess that means forward.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Proceed into the cabin. No dialogue out here, huh? Why does it look like there's lights in the cabin? Are there lights?
The
No.
interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Last time you guys kind of made me take it, so fuck you. Into the basement. 2 middle fingers.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp. a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
What? She sounds so different.
Hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
Lie. I'm here to save you. I'm here to save you, or you can lie. Hey, I think I'm here to slay you?
You must
I
have
have
the
the
wrong
wrong
address.
Great job. You've given away the element
God,
of surprise.
That's amazing.
Good luck, hero.
I think we'll be fine.
You walk down the
Oh,
stairs
she
and
looks
lock
different.
eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist,
There's my
binding
chain on the
her
other
to
side.
the far wall of the basement.
She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Meh. We don't really do focused.
Hi. You were joking about coming to kill me, right? Do you think you could get me out of these chains?
Why is she softer now? Okay, hold on. Now that you're nice, I kind of want to talk to you first.
Okay.
Oh no, don't be mean again. I'm sorry. Oh, she's nice now. What? I don't know anything about you. For all I know, you're locked up down here for a reason.
Of course I'm locked up down here for a reason. I don't actually know what that reason is, but you don't just stuff a princess in a basement and throw away the key without there being
So they did throw away the
some
key.
sort of an explanation, right?
I guess.
You have all the explanation you need, and you should know better than to trust whatever she comes up with.
What's your name?
Oh,
She pauses, carefully formulating her words before she responds.
you can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too
No
formal.
honorific. This time.
Is Princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess Princess?
That can be a name. I know I remember being in a show, there's somebody whose name was literally Princess, right? Or no, it's Precious. I think that was Friends, actually. What have you been, if I'm the first person you've seen in a while, what have you been eating or drinking?
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
Well,
This is the only time this is ever going to
when
happen,
did you get to pee?
but I agree with the princess. That's hardly relevant.
Okay, but actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat, right?
I won't kill you, but I can't just set you free. It's too risky. What if I just stayed for a while and kept you company? Maybe then everyone could be happy.
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
So you weren't kidding on the stairs. I thought you were just making a bad joke. You were actually sent here to kill me?
I'm sorry, I take it back.
Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
So I'm the only one who liked that idea.
One way or another?
Okay.
I'm going to find a way out of here. It would make it easier for both of us if you'd help.
Don't be mean again, I'm sorry.
But if you don't, I can promise that you'll regret
please
that
go
decision.
back to being nice.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our
be
sakes
creepy.
it's the right one.
Okay, let's get you out of here.
You can't be serious.
Examine the chains.
Thank you.
Okay, I think
Thank you.
she's
You
nice
won't
again.
regret this, I promise.
I won't.
You're making a huge mistake.
I
No,
wonder if that hurts.
I think you're doing the right thing.
Yeah.
You walk up to the chains
nice now.
binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
Yeah, if she couldn't do it, why could we do it?
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
No. I have this fingernail.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in
Oh,
the
it's gonna be
cabin.
the same thing. They won't let me do the same thing, will they? And if there isn't a key, do you have any other ideas?
Maybe there's some way to break the chains?
Okay.
Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
I'd rather try to break them.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance.
If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free.
It's fair. 127 hours.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs
Damn.
slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Damn.
Is someone else here?
No. Yeah, we've already tried this.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so
God,
much
so-
easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom?
Whom?
Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you
Well, now we're both down here and she can't in the world.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
Don't panic, it's
If I
okay.
could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
I guess.
She barely hesitates before raising
She's
her
a
arm to her
zombie.
mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a
Oh,
trapped
it's so
wolf.
creepy. Oh,
As
it's
she
so creepy.
rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you. The clang of bouncing metal.
Can you even bite that far? Does your
It's the blade from
brain
upstairs.
let you?
You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now.
Like,
Or
Hold
we
on.
could use it to free her.
you know how they say that, like, you could, you know how you bite a carrot? Like, you could bite your finger off, like, with the consistency of a carrot, but, like, your brain doesn't let you kind of a thing? Like, would your brain even let you get that close to the bone with your teeth?
You won't like what happens
No, no.
if you do that.
Save the princess. Save the princess!
Fine. Against your better
Oh,
judgment,
she's got-
you place the blade against the
She's
ragged,
got blood on her mouth this
self-inflicted
time.
wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place.
That's
You
cool.
cut into her flesh.
It's different this time.
The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack
Ugh.
through the bone of her arm.
Ugh. Ugh.
Her limb
Oh,
falls to the
okay.
ground, and the heavy chains follow suit.
I don't think we saw the limb
She didn't
last
so
time.
much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal.
Unless I was too focused on the biting.
No, she didn't. She smiles
Aw.
softly as her gaze meets yours,
You
blood
wipe
from
the
her
blood off?
wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Okay.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high.
Bro, you can't do this
You
again.
can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world.
So annoying.
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that.
Yeah!
Watch me.
What are you doing?
Oh, she looks so innocent! Well, listen. Last time we warned her, so maybe this time.
Okay, there's no going back now. I'm with
I
you
don't
to
know.
the
I
end.
don't want the same ending.
You bring the blade down to strike at the princess's heart. But she's fast.
Oof.
She ducks to the
Oh, she's,
floor,
like,
your blade
pissed now.
narrowly grazing her backside. Slaying her won't be easy now that she's free.
We could have gotten out of here together. Were you just lying
No,
to me
I'm
this
totally
whole time?
being forced to do this.
I don't know what's come over you, but if I have to kill you, then I'll kill you. Do you think I need both of my arms to do that?
A little bit.
She pounces on
She's
you with
got
the same
fangs.
animal ferocity she used to tear through her arm.
And her nails are different.
But you have a weapon. You raise the blade, digging it under her ribs, aiming directly for the heart.
Oh, the art style's insane, dude.
It's not enough to stop her. You feel her claws in your throat, then her teeth, somehow sharp enough to pull apart your
Yeah.
flesh and sinew with ease.
Sinew.
You collapse to the floor, your body unresponsive as your blood pools on the ground beneath you. She stares down at your ravaged form, eyes shining in the darkness, dress stained in red as her blood and yours both seep into the fabric. If we're lucky, the wound you managed to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place.
What wound? I don't
If
see
we're
any
very
wound.
lucky, it will kill her before she can reach the outside world.
Arrgh.
It can't just end like this, right? As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. I'm sorry, but it's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 2, The Witch. Wait, she's got magic now?
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Well, she hates us now, so... Eh, but I already slew the princess. Sure, she also killed me, but I definitely got her. Why am I here again? Yeah!
I can assure you that you didn't slay her and that she didn't kill you. People don't just spring back to life after dying, and the two of us are meeting for the very first time.
Well...
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Brilliant. We need to keep our
The
cards close to our
opportunist.
chest, and I'm not sure we can trust him.
Great.
You know
New
I can
voice.
hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. Did I say I'm not sure we can trust him? Slip of the tongue. Bit of the old brain fog. I meant to say that we should probably head over to the cabin and slay that princess. We already know we can't trust her, so let's get on with the show.
I think we already went through this, so I'm just gonna proceed.
A warning.
Yeah,
Before
yeah,
you go
yeah,
any
yeah,
further.
yeah.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe
Sorry, I
a
hope I'm
word
not giving
she
anyone
says.
motion sickness. My bad. It's
Don't
just cool, the
worry.
layers.
You can trust us to get the job done.
Yeah. Okay. Why is it lit up? There's no lights in there.
The interior of the cabin is a mess of
What?
twisted roots. The walls a chaotic weave of knotted wood that,
That's not how it looked on the
almost as
outside.
if by accident, just happened to resemble a room. The floor is damp and earthy, and the only furniture of note is a slab of mud in the shape of a shelf, with a pristine blade perched on
Or it
its
could just be a
edge.
rock.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I like that word so much. Implement. You didn't say anything about the mirror on the
That's
wall.
because there isn't a mirror. There's the muddy shelf, the blade sitting on the muddy shelf, and the door to the basement.
There's
There's
a
nothing
mirror.
else in here.
I keep forgetting it's not a point and click game.
There's definitely a mirror.
Click, click, click.
But he
click,
says
click.
there isn't one. That's got to count for something, right?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't
But
matter.
it does matter. Don't you care if we're being lied to?
No, it doesn't matter.
If he's willing to lie about something as innocuous as a mirror, what else is he hiding from us?
Come on now. He's pretty much in charge here. When have authority figures ever lied about it?
Quite
If
a
there were a
bit.
mirror in this cabin and we
I
were
love
supposed
that.
to look at it, he would have told us about it.
Yeah, we're never lied to.
I'm not lying.
oh,
to
it's
you.
gone
Use
now.
your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? Let you waste time preening
That's
yourself
creepy.
instead of doing what needs to be done.
Sure, cool.
There was a mirror a second ago.
Yeah, but oh well.
Well, at least we can all agree now that there's nothing to see here. Case closed. Good work, everyone.
Yeah, no, she's gonna
take the blade
she's
from
a
the
little mad
shelf.
at me, so
It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
I like the hinges at roots. That's cool.
Well, if we're grabbing a weapon, we should probably keep it hidden behind our backs. She doesn't have to know we have it. That's not actually a bad idea.
Okay. Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase dug into the muddy earth below. The ceiling is thick with roots that hang like locks of tangled hair. The weak starlight from the
Sleeping
cabin
Beauty.
windows behind you can barely penetrate the gloom here, only illuminating the edges of an opening below.
Why is it always
It
night?
shines in the darkness like some kind of massive maw waiting to swallow you up into the earth. The air smells of dirt and copper. It's thick and wet, as if your lungs are being
Ew.
coated in mud with each intake of breath. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a
This
favor.
is that every time, bro.
Her voice skitters up from below.
Skitters.
Something nasty finds itself
Oh!
on my stairs. Come on down.
The witch
Don't be
indeed.
scared. I probably won't
Probably.
bite.
I'm not nasty.
But you are. You're a wretched little thing.
Rude.
I recognize that voice as easily as I recognized your nervous little footsteps coming up the path. I know who you are.
Oh my god, she heard our footsteps.
And I remember what you've done.
She must have you confused with someone else. She seems friendly enough. Maybe we can talk our way out of this whole situation.
Hell yeah.
You can't. Unless you slay her right away, she's going to break free and end the
We
world.
could try.
There's no reasoning with what she is. Look, I'm just throwing ideas out there. I like to think out loud. I'm the kind of guy who likes a discussion. Don't we want to hear what everyone has to say before making any big decisions? Do you want to hear what everyone has to say? Or do you just want to hear yourself talk? You need to stop lingering. Your task is to
Lingering.
slay the princess,
What's
not
the illegal
endlessly
thing?
debate about what to do with the princess.
What is it where you just stand there? Loitering. It's the illegal
Fine,
thing.
fine. You're the boss.
Can't do that outside of places of business or something like that.
Thank you.
She has a
You
tail!
descend the basement steps,
There's another
entering
chain.
the dark room below.
She's,
you can
like,
just
ready.
make out the shape of the princess in the gloom. She's huddled against the far wall, her eyes bright and glaring from amid the thick roots.
And there you are, one hand tucked away behind your back, gripping that sharp, sharp blade, no doubt.
Yep.
That's no fair.
That's no
She knew
fair. She knows. We had last time, bro.
We've dropped the pretenses.
Yeah.
Good.
Uh-huh.
You made a comment back in the woods about having been here before. Now she's acting like the two of you already know each other.
Yeah, I wasn't lying.
Oh, no. You've already been here, haven't you?
Just a little bit.
That's pretty sharp. How'd you figure that one out?
Like the blade. But
Call it deductive reasoning.
okay, Sherlock Holmes.
Well, you seem to be great at it. So, you really don't remember us, do you? No, I don't. But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality, even if I'm not a part of it. I won't waste time fighting you on something that's clearly true. I'm just glad we could put all this behind us. Is it all behind us?
The knife is, at least.
Just focus on the task at hand. I don't care if you've been here before, and I don't care if you think you'll go somewhere else after this. My world is on the line right now.
Your
So I'd
world.
appreciate it if you would take this
You
seriously
don't even have a
and
body.
slay her. Let's chat her up a bit first.
Chat her up.
Maybe we can find a middle ground where everyone's happy. Don't talk to her. You're just going to make things more difficult than they have to be.
Well, I seem to remember you having a tongue.
Yeah. We must just be standing there for like 30. You know how it's like when people have little montages in their head and then sometimes they'll cut back to the movie and be like, bro, you've been standing still for like 5 minutes? That must be what it's like for her. Sorry about last time. Look, I made a mistake. We all make mistakes, right? I get the sense you're not happy with me.
Is that a joke? Do you think a joke will charm my trust back?
Maybe.
You'll have to try harder than that.
I'm sorry about last time.
Ooh, smart. Let's apologize. Get us back on the right foot.
Oh, you're sorry. Isn't that nice? You're such a
You have a
gracious little
tail!
monster.
I guess I have feathers and shit.
Well, if
so.
you're sorry, then let me out of here. Prove it.
Scared. I died last time. You didn't. If anyone here shouldn't be trusted, it's you.
You were the one who tried to kill me when my back was turned. You were the one who started all of this. Only a poor loser twists their own failures around on the winner.
She's not wrong. So we're at an impasse. Neither of us are gonna get anywhere if we can't trust each other unless you want to fight, but I don't want to fight. Okay, yeah, I don't want to fight.
Just because I'll never trust you doesn't mean I won't use you to get
All
what
right.
I want. The cabin lets prying little beasts like you come as you please. But it insists I stay where I
So the
am.
cabin's an entity? I guess it did chain
If
me.
I'm to leave, I'm to leave with you. And you alone.
Okay. starting to get the nagging feeling you're gonna stab me in the back if I help you out here.
And why would I do such a thing? Is someone's guilty conscience getting to them?
Right.
But I wouldn't worry. As much as I may hate you, letting you live is in my best interests. If you get me out of here, the only thing that will be dead and buried is the bad blood between us.
Sure.
Oh, that nagging feeling you mentioned is me, by the way. I'm actually a little anxious about a
anxious.
potential backstabbing event.
That's
She
funny.
needs us to get out of here.
It's like Inside Out.
We'll be fine if that's what we decide to do. You won't be fine because destruction is in her nature. If she gets out of here, that's it for the world, remember? Even if that's true, that doesn't automatically mean she's going to stab us in the back.
Automatically. I love how he talks.
I think that depends on your definition of words like stab and in the back. She might not literally do that, but she could very well symbolically do the same thing.
Fair.
See? He gets it. There's nothing wrong with looking out for number one.
Numero uno. Nombre un. I don't even know if that's French. Nombre.
Oh,
Can't get out of there on the chains and stop you last time, sorry.
The princess grins as the chains fall from her wrist. She could have gotten out of those the whole time. That sneaky little...
So they just slipped off her wrist.
A woman after my own heart, really. She knows how to hold her cards close to her chest.
That's funny.
This is why she can't just be abandoned here. If left to her own devices, she'll find a way out.
I kind of
Now
killed her
stop her.
last time, and I feel bad. Okay, let's leave. I don't want to. I don't know if I should give her the. All right. I don't want to hurt you, but clearly there's some broken trust. Take this as a gesture of my goodwill. Give her the blade.
You can't be serious. Now, hold on. We should put this to a vote.
No.
The blade is one of our most valuable assets. We can't just give it to her. What if she uses it to kill us? I vote no.
It's not a democracy.
As do I.
Too bad.
I, abstain? You abstain. She's going to kill us if we give it to her.
This isn't a democracy. I never mind. That was such a silly idea. I'm not going to this. No, this isn't a democracy. We're giving her the blade.
You're going to get everyone.
I don't do
you know
votes.
That, right? But of course you do.
More to me.
You toss the blade at the princess's feet. She eyes it with suspicion before kneeling down to pick it up.
She's kind of cute.
I wouldn't have done that. Why did you?
Because I want you to trust me.
She creeps forward, taking one cautious step at a time until you and she are face to face.
We don't look very face to face. Oh, okay.
What
She's just
do
here.
you think happens now?
She got a little cute nose. That's up to you. It's why I gave you the blade. I chose last time and I regret it, so now it's your time to choose. I love that. You're beautiful, and I actually want to save you this time, and it feels like the only way to do it. You're just
She
beautiful.
pulls back,
Oh, she
clearly
blushed!
caught off guard by whatever nonsense you just said to her. I thought it was nice.
It's cute. She is adorable. I like
Whether
her.
it's nice
Look it.
depends on if we meant
No
it.
nose.
We didn't mean it.
Tiaras sticks now.
Did we? If you were lying,
Her hair's longer,
we'd
too.
all know. But unfortunately, you weren't lying.
Ayy.
What? What do you mean by that? What kind of game are you playing?
It's like Sunday. Baka.
The look of surprise
Oh,
that
blush is gone.
momentarily softened her features vanishes as she steals her nerves.
Oh. Alright,
She
well,
buries the blade in your heart.
thanks, dude.
What?
Great.
No.
Awesome.
No, come on, that's not right.
What about the blush? I thought we had a thing
I told you this is what she was going to do.
Yeah, I told you
Glee
so. Shut up.
dances across her face as you fall to the ground.
I did it. I got you.
Okay.
You.
Congrats, my G.
The princess seems to tremble.
I
her
knew
smile
it.
fading quickly,
I knew
pricked
it.
with concern. Her nervous eyes brim with tears.
I knew it.
Why? Why did you let me do this?
I didn't let you.
But you
You
don't
did
have
it.
the strength to respond, nor do you have the time.
Doesn't it end after
Everything goes dark, and you die.
2? Oh, okay. Past life gambit. Hand your power to a suspicious character. Chapter 3, The Thorn.
You're on a path in the woods.
Oh.
I can't believe
Where's
she
the path?
actually stabbed us.
I told you not to give her the blade. I told you it would come around to bite us. I
Not a
voted
democracy.
against it. Yeah, we know. You already got your I told you so's in while we were bleeding out. I just wanted to make sure that everyone here knows that I was and am on the right side of that argument.
Maybe it'll be different.
Oh, you're far from being on the right side of anything. You're fixated on the past, whereas what you should
The
be is
voice of the
fixated
Smitten?
on the future.
Ho ho, a visionary. I like it. Tell me more.
Gladly, my dear fellow. By cruelly turning on the princess in her moment of vulnerability, we made ourselves an
Oh my
enemy.
God, I love
but
him.
by mastering our fear and insecurity and handing over our power, we've begun a journey to something so much
A
bigger.
love
I
story?
like journeys. Traveling is a bit of a passion of mine. It makes me so relatable.
Relatable.
Now,
I
where
don't
are
like
we off to?
traveling.
Well, if we're lucky, it's a journey to love.
She hates
Yes, love.
Does
she?
She hesitated
Yeah.
before stabbing us to death.
As ridiculous as this guy is, maybe he has a point. I don't know if I necessarily buy into his whole love journey thing.
I do.
but
I do.
Maybe she won't be as keen to betray us this time. We've already proven to her that we can change. So maybe
we
she'll
didn't. She
realise
gave us,
that
like,
things
2
don't
seconds.
have to end in violence. You know, maybe you're right. In which case, I suppose the only thing to
Where's
do
the narrator?
is to
Doesn't he
get
have
back
a
to the
voice
cabin and give it
on
another
this?
try.
Give what another
There
try
you go.
exactly?
You are aware I've been listening to you, right?
Eavesdropper.
It makes no difference if we conspire in the shadows or bear our intentions with open hearts. We are breaking your cruel cycle and whisking her away to freedom.
Oh, are you now?
Yes.
Great. So you've obviously been here before, since you apparently died at least once.
Twice, actually.
Sure. Twice. Then I'll spare you the
Thank
little
God.
introduction I had planned. You already know about the princess, and clearly you already know that she's dangerous. So don't muck this up. It's bad enough that this isn't your first time through.
You sure seem to be taking the whole looping thing in stride.
What do you want me to say? It's bad that you've been here before. It's bad for you, it's bad for me, and it's especially bad for the world. The more times you run through this, the more likely it is that you'll fail. You've already failed twice.
Hey.
So you knew this could happen. Theoretically, sure, I knew this could happen, but I was supposed to be the first. I'd really rather not get into it.
This is so creepy. Setting.
I don't care about where we came from, and I don't care to discuss the theory of anything. I yearn only to bring her freedom. I'm here to feel, not to think.
Oh, bro. I'm
Then we
here to
can
feel
all
and
move on.
overthink.
And forget what I said about failure. It's important that you believe in yourself, and the fact you're here probably means that you still have a chance to pull this off and save the world.
Believe in yourself.
My world, at least. It sounds like you've probably doomed a couple of
Nah.
others already. I need to stop talking.
Object permanence.
Think happy thoughts.
Think of the first thing and substance of having wings. This place is different. It keeps changing.
Wonderful. If the woods themselves are changing, then that's all the more reason for you to take this seriously. It would mean your grip on things is slipping, which, in turn,
My
likely
grip on
means
things.
her influence is spreading. Someone's in the know. I've already said too much. The more information you have, the more difficult your task will be. Don't listen to her, definitely don't free her, and if you can, don't even think about her.
I don't think Smitten's gonna be able to.
You don't have to worry about me. My head's always empty,
Romantic side.
except the thought.
Told you so. We're going to free her. We're even now. I'm sure she understands that, but we can see what she has to say for herself when we get to the cabin.
Yes, good. Playing both sides. That's what smart people do, and you're the
Hey-o.
smartest in the room.
He is an opportunist, bro.
I'm not sure it counts as playing both
More
sides
like a
if
kiss
people can
ass,
hear
but
you
whatever.
doing it. Buddy, you're thinking in far too few dimensions. There's layers to doing this right, and I'm pretty sure the one making the choices gets that.
Ayo, I do.
Trust in the plan. Trust in what plan? The Decider's
Yeah,
plan.
I do have a great
sure,
plan.
we don't know what the plan is yet, but that's part of the whole trusting thing, isn't it? A good leader knows how and when to keep things secret, and sometimes a good leader even knows to keep things secret from himself.
I was literally gonna say, I was like, they've been doing such a good job of not doing pronouns. Like, I guess the character, like, don't cancel me, but the character I guess looks like a guy. I guess, and they've been saying he and stuff. I don't know, but I was like, they've been so good at not saying like things, like they haven't even been saying they, but I guess there's himself. So yeah.
There isn't a plan, and that's the whole point. We're supposed to be guided by emotion. We're supposed to passionately
He's
live
my
in the
favorite.
moment, and I'm sure that when the time comes, those passions will tell us to set our darling princess
Hell
free.
yeah.
If I were you, I'd remember what she's done. You know how
Nah,
dangerous she is.
it's fine.
You should know that
We're
someone like
dangerous
her
too.
shouldn't be let loose upon the world.
All of our answers are in the cabin. Let's see this through. Proceed to the cabin.
It isn't long before you find yourself at the
It
base
really
of the
is
cabin.
Sleeping Beauty.
I think it's clear where everyone stands at this point.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if I'd say everyone. You talking about me? I have a position. It's a good one, too. Ignore him, he's just talking for talking's sake. My position is the only one that matters. You know what you have to do.
Fuck, bro. You're not making me like you more. You're the only one that matters. I have feelings.
The interior of the
Ooh,
cabin is
are those
hardly an
poppies?
interior at all anymore.
Bro!
The burned out ruins merely suggest the shape of the structure that once stood here, charred wood still reeking of ash. But beneath it lies the fresh smell of spring growth after rain, the promise of new life in the wreckage of the old.
Literally, like, poppies. It's so funny how there's, like, the thorns, kind of like the Sleeping Beauty thing. Because, like, I think it was The Wizard of Oz where, like, the poppies... I don't know if it's a real thing where it's, like, poppies make you sleepy. Or, like, it makes you tired. But I know that, like, in The Wizard of Oz and then, like, other, like, movies that I've seen, poppies make people tired. And, like, put them to sleep. And that's the whole Sleeping Beauty thing. That's kind of crazy. Sorry. Beneath it lies the fresh smell of spring growth after rain and the promise of new life. See, this is why I'm like, you know, before it was all distraught and stuff, but now there's flowers now that we've, like, shown her. So I feel like she's got more effect on this place than or, like, we have more effect on this place than we realize. You know, it's like now that we've shown her that, we can change. It's like spring, you know? It's the whole season of change.
The only furniture of note is the
Maybe it's
crisp
different.
shell of what was once a table. A pristine...
Oh,
Wait,
yeah.
this isn't right. This is supposed to be a pristine blade. Why isn't there a pristine blade? We gave it to her last time. She can't still have it.
Change.
Can she? Well, it's not here. And if she has it... Let me guess. You want to get all chummy with her.
God. Yeah.
Look, as far as I see it, if it's between him and her...
Why
I
isn't
say
her
we side
capitalized?
with the one who has the weapon. It's just the smart thing to do. I wouldn't be so hasty. I'm sure the blade will turn up somewhere. She can't have it. That's not how this is supposed to work.
Yeah, you can just manifest
If
it
she
behind
does
us,
have it,
apparently.
that's all the more reason to put our faith in her. We have already shown her our heart. Now she has to show us hers.
It's a love
Unless her
story.
heart tells her to stab us, which doesn't seem unlikely. So, yes, I
I've
agree.
been hurt
Let's
before,
make
who
sure
cares?
we get on her good side.
How do we even get down there? The only thing I see is that mirror.
You're right, the mirror is back. There isn't anywhere for us to go.
I love the flowers. I love the pop of color. Like, red's the
There
only
isn't a-
color. Have you noticed that? Like
I
blood
still don't get his angle
and
here.
poppies.
Either way, I say
yeah,
we
the
take
mirror's
a
not
look.
here.
It feels like it's been forever since we've actually seen
Yes,
ourselves.
seeing yourself.
For all we know, our feathers are all out of place. And that's why we haven't yet won her heart. We must put our best face forward.
Fair, fair.
Yeah, we can't go around looking disheveled. A real go-getter takes care of his appearance. So, is the door to the basement behind the mirror? I promise you there isn't a mirror, and there isn't a door to the basement. The entrance is more of a burned-out frame than anything else, and it's right there on the far side of the room. Do you really not see it?
No, I don't. Approach the mirror.
You step forward and approach the scorched entryway leading to the basement, hesitating before you begin the descent.
You know what you have to do. Wipe away the grit from the mirror, and behold our handsome features.
Wipe the mirror clean. Why does he
Reach
never
forward
see
and
the
wave your
mirror?
hand through the hollow entrance leading to the basement. You really thought there was a mirror there, didn't you? That can't be good. As if things weren't unpredictable enough.
Why does he never see? I've never figured that out.
Alas, our fine features remain unseen.
We'll just have to trust that she'll find us beautiful as we are. Well, seems like the only way to go is forward,
Specs
isn't
are
it?
interesting. I don't know what's up with that.
Yes, that's where everything tends to be. Let's just put on a good face and have our wits about us.
Enter the basement. Is it really a
You
basement?
step through the
There's no
frame of
house.
scorched wood and make your way into the darkness below.
It's like when we were trapped down there with her.
The stairs to the basement are
Oh,
covered in
okay.
a fine layer of gritty ash. The air still feels warm, as if the fires that ruined this place had only recently been extinguished. Yet fresh shoots of thorny branches are already weaving themselves through the soot-covered earth of the walls around you. Their spines point courteously down towards the basement, so you're able to brush past their jagged points with ease. At least on the way down.
Huh.
But you don't need to think about the way back up just yet. That's a matter for after the world's been saved.
These
That's
thorns are an
crazy.
expression of her pain. I know it.
Oh.
She's calling out for help.
I love symbolism.
Her voice, worn down by pain and suspicion, hobbles up the stairs.
Pain?
I can't get away from you, can I? You betray me, I kill you, and you come back. You let me kill you, and you come back.
Oh,
I don't know why you let me do that. I don't know what you want from me.
friend. I don't know what I want. I never really choose to come here.
I think you know how this goes. I'm down here, and I can't leave.
Okay.
So, come down and talk. It's not like I can stop you.
She sounds so defeated. Proceed down the stairs.
You continue down the basement stairs, brushing past the smooth edges of thorns that grow more and more plentiful
Oof,
as
it's
you
gonna
make your
hurt on
way
the way up.
forward. You step out into what was
Oh
once
my
a vast open
gosh!
cavern, now overrun by briars and prickles and thistles. The space thick with hostile vegetation. At the
Oh my
heart of it all,
gosh.
encased in a tight weave of vines, is the princess. Her bloody, trembling hands clutching a pristine
Trembling?
blade.
Did you know this was going to happen to me?
No.
Are you here to watch me suffer?
Oh my gosh,
here
look
to
at
laugh?
her. They're in her hair and they scratched her everywhere. Oh my gosh, look at her. Oh, poor thing. Yeah, I'm here to laugh. What do you think would happen if you think I want to? No, I'm not gonna laugh. I'm not here to laugh. I'm here to be free. If you'll let me, I can cut you through, but you'll have to give me the blade. Reach for the blade. No, no, I'm not gonna turn and leave. I'm not here to laugh. I'm here to free you if you'll let me.
I want to trust
She's
you.
so cute. Now her tiara's thorns.
Her
That's
grip
so cool, bro.
tightens on the blade.
Look at her hands.
But you're hiding something, aren't you? Why would you help me if you weren't helping yourself?
You're not the only one here who yearns for freedom. I'm as trapped as you are. I think we need to leave together.
The princess clutches the blade closer to her chest.
That sounds nice. I'm so tired of the bad blood between
She's
us.
been here so much longer than
but
I
it's
have.
hard to let it go.
I'm sorry.
You've hurt me.
I thought it would be the same
Her
ending.
eyes dart away from yours for a brief moment.
And I've also hurt you.
Yes, yes, you have. Is there nothing I can say to change your mind?
I don't know. What can either of us really say at this
I'm not
point?
just gonna take the blade
How
from
can we
her.
trust something as hollow as words?
I wanted to give it
She's
to me.
right, there's nothing left to say. So let's get a move on and do something before she comes up with a scheme to get
She
out
doesn't
of
look
here
like she's
on her own.
scheming.
We don't need words to send a message. It is through action that we can show her our adoration, our devotion, our kindness.
Okay. I'm gonna ask though. Maybe it's past time for either of us to say anything. All that counts is action. No. Can I take the blade now? I'm gonna ask her.
Her eyes briefly meet yours, then dart back to the floor. She hangs her head in resignation.
Okay.
Oh my god. Okay, okay. Reach for the blade. Okay.
You reach towards her bloodied hands, laying your palm on her trembling fingers.
I love this. This is so cute.
For a moment, she clutches it even tighter, her knuckles going white with the effort.
Her poor hands.
But then the tension fades.
She
Her
wearing a
grip
dress?
finally loosens and she allows you to take the weapon. You carefully pull it free from the thorns, though they scrape at your skin, leaving red trickles of fresh blood all along your arms.
No.
She trusts us. She trusts us. Doesn't that set your heart aflutter?
That's so
yeah,
sweet.
a little. It could just be nerves. Being this close to her does bring back unpleasant memories, but I don't know, it doesn't feel bad. It feels good.
We're special.
Like we're special to her. We are special.
Sorry,
to have
I'm
gained
too
an
excited.
ounce of trust from a maiden so guarded. Now all that remains is to free her from her bindings. Yeah, let's do it. Let's show her how much both of us have changed. Or, hear me now.
Dude, no!
We slay her. Right here, right now. She's never been so helpless, and if we don't take advantage of that, we
No.
may never get another
No.
chance.
Nope.
That sounds like a splendid idea. You should listen to him.
Fuck both of you.
I see that the lines have been drawn. It's 2 against 1.
It's actually 3v2.
It's 2 against 2. You don't count.
Yeah.
And why should
3v1, bish.
Because he's clearly not one of us. That doesn't matter. He's been with us the whole time. He should get a say.
That's just because he's on your side. If he wasn't on your side, he wouldn't say that.
So, did you mean it? Or was I a fool to hand my life to you?
I meant it. Cut her free, say the princess. I just wanted my blade, but you're on your own. Oh, is there a way to save? I want to see what happens if I do that. Some other time, though. Cut her free.
Yes. What a good idea. Let's cut her free. Oh, so you're suddenly team free her. You can't just switch sides as soon as we make a decision. I can do whatever I want, and I believe with my
you can.
whole heart that this is
Okay,
the
sure.
right course of action. Let's free this princess. Everyone deserves a chance at redemption. Let him join us in being merry. We are all
right,
united by our passion. That's right. What he said. We've already given him a chance at redemption. And who says I don't deserve another? I really mean it this time. I'm big enough to admit when I'm wrong. So I want to help you all free her. And I have no problem with that. Welcome to the team. You're one of us now.
One of the good
One
guys.
of the good guys. You take the blade to the thorny vines imprisoning the princess, and she flinches, relaxing only slightly as the blade slices into the thick vegetation rather than her arm.
Oh.
And she flinches again as the last of the vines is cut away, as if,
Oh.
after all of that, she's still expecting you to turn on her and stab her in the heart. But you're not going to do that, are you?
The vines are bleeding.
Still, all it would take is a single slip of the blade.
Nope, fuck you.
Such a pathetic attempt at distraction and subterfuge.
Subterfuge.
Our blade is a dashing sword, and every dashing sword is an extension of its hero.
Oh, she's wearing a dress.
It won't slip. You're right. He can't even make it slip, can he? He's a bit of a nobody.
Oh my
Good
gosh,
thing
this
I've been
guy.
on your side of all this since the beginning. The princess falls into your arms, tears streaking down her cheeks. I can't believe you're making me describe this. I hate you.
I love this.
You actually meant it. You
Yeah.
rescued me.
Do you see the way she's looking at us?
Can we kiss her?
Kiss her. Kiss her now before the moment ends.
I just really hate people. I don't want to. It's consent. Just fine. I want to know what happens
Can
though.
we actually do that?
Yeah, I want to know.
No, you can't. Absolutely
I hope she's
not.
okay with it. I'm gonna feel really bad if she's not okay with it.
You know as well as I do that we can. And we wouldn't want to throw away a chance for a special moment, now would we?
The vines are part of her dress. That's interesting.
If I were only capable of throwing myself off a bridge.
This guy.
Well, are you going to describe our steamy,
Don't interrupt it, hands.
romantic
Hands,
kiss?
don't interrupt it. She's okay with
Lean
it.
in and you kiss her.
Kiss her!
And she reciprocates
Yay!
enthusiastically. You kiss. It's done. Are you happy now?
Yes, I'm so happy now.
Come on now, this is the big moment. You can do better than
She kissed
that.
us back.
Ugh, fine. You and the princess
love
lock
Smitten.
eyes and stare deep into each other's souls with all the roaring emotion that comes from letting what once was hatred turn into pure, unbridled passion.
Enemies to lovers.
Are you making fun of us? And then each of you close your eyes and kiss. Words can describe neither the nuclear fire nor the oceanic depth of your connection.
I love it.
Please. I think he actually likes romance. If history itself were not about to end, Historians would document this moment for the rest of time. Musicians would write era-defining ballads, and great artists would expend entire lifetimes trying to merely capture the spark you hold right now.
That's so gorgeous, bro.
He's making fun of us.
No, he's not. Shut up.
It doesn't matter either way because this
Yes,
is
it
good
is.
stuff.
You don't
I'm
get to
aware
see
of
the
my
kiss?
skills. But unfortunately for you, the moment doesn't
True
last
love's
forever.
kiss. Kiss her.
You open your eyes, the princess smiles gently up at you. Time for you to damn the whole world to oblivion, I suppose.
Worth it.
That was nice.
Her hand slips into yours, and the two of
we need
you
to get her a new
rush
dress.
to the basement stairs. Shameful, really, that the same thorns that so graciously allowed you downstairs are now blocking your only way out.
Please, after all the trials we've been through, do you really think a few measly thorns can stop us? Love is an even more powerful weapon
forgot
than
about
our
that.
blade.
We cut through those other vines just fine. They're only thorns. I'm not afraid of getting a few scrapes.
Yeah, but they're pointing the wrong way now.
I'm not even sure we need to do any cutting. We can just move them out of the way. What a pathetic showing, really.
A few pointy sticks can't keep us down here. We're both meant for so much more than this.
She's lost so much blood already. Oh. Yeah, I'm worried about her. Cut into the thorns.
As you swing your blade into the thorns covering the basement
They
stairs,
yield.
they yield.
Oh, she's smiling. Look how happy she
Both
is.
you and the princess ascend the stairs without obstacle.
Oh,
This
frick
is
yeah.
unacceptable. The second you step out of this cabin with her, the world ends. Do you hear me?
My world begins.
What did the world ever
Ayo.
do to you to deserve this?
Lots.
Your nightmare is our dream. Whatever world would condemn star-crossed lovers like us to a cycle of violence and despair isn't a world worth saving.
So cute.
We'll weave something new together. Something better.
You and the princess hesitate at the cabin door.
There's no
This is your
walls.
last chance.
What, slay her?
We've already made our decision.
You think I'm gonna do that?
We're finally leaving here together, aren't we? And all we had to do was trust each other. It wasn't easy, but I'm glad we finally could.
Step into your freedom! Turning over
Hands
new work
clasped,
to some
the two
issues
of
and
you
learn to trust
open
again.
the door
Ah!
and step out into
This
a
is
new
gorgeous.
day, you irredeemable murderers.
What do we do now?
Oh no, don't take her. I like this one.
Where's everything going?
Oh, she sees that everything's going.
Why is it so cold?
No, I like this one. No! Oh. I don't really know what to do now. You do not get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns. So I know now.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
It's going to be okay. Just trust me. We've been here before. You always get scared.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to
I'm
be
not
the
going
end
to
of
tell him it's the
everything.
end for him. I would rather reassure him.
Yes, I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a
Preen.
while? That can't hurt.
That's a bird
right?
word too, which is so funny.
They think it's bad. I'm with them.
I used to have a bird, so it's preening. It's like when they mess with their feathers and stuff. It's not the end. Whatever's on the other side is going to be nice.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you. She'll be there waiting for us. I just know it.
A version of her, sure.
Finally, we're going places.
Approach the mirror. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. The bloat. You've grown. You've grown. Bloat? It's interesting. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. My love. You are at the cabin. Approach her. Those are hands.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement.
Her arms.
I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one yearns for connection she feels she doesn't
Aw.
deserve. Even when shown compassion, she hid herself away. She will make for a cautious heart. Do not mourn her. She isn't alone anymore.
It's like a therapy session. This heart feels this way. What do you feel about me? These vessels I'm bringing you, I've hurt them.
The vessels are shaped by memories of you, but their impulses are drawn to the edge of the long quiet. To them, you are a gate to something more, and any hurt you've caused them is understood as a fair price for freedom. But they are only thoughts and perspectives. They are not me.
It's just making a gesture.
The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
Are you the same being as you were before? How much have you changed?
Is a child the same as an infant?
No.
I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
Everything you say feels like a riddle. Can you give me a straight answer?
I'm sorry. Words are difficult for me. They never fully weave what I wish to say. If you do not like my answers, then you need not ask me questions.
Where's your tail?
The vessels you choose to bring me carry far more meaning than anything words could say in the spaces between.
What does it feel like to change like this?
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
When this is all done, do you know what you want to do?
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed. But in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you.
You've been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Why?
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know
Some
that
people
isn't
would.
me.
What do you want me to bring you next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them.
Fair.
My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
Do you have any preferences on how you'd like to change or grow?
My preference is for you to show me what you would like me to see. I cannot know the ways I wish to grow, for I have yet to feel them. It is you who guides me down the thin trail of perspective and memory.
How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
If I am to be an ocean, you have nurtured me into a pond. My waters are shallow and murky, and I yearn for more perspective. You will have your rest in due time.
No,
I'm
that's not
sorry
what I
for the
meant.
burdens I place on you.
It's not a burden, you're fine. When I go back as if an invisible wall closes around me, why can I not do the same things that I've done before?
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
So if I've made an option already, they won't let me do it? So I could have warned her again and things would have been different? Okay, well, I liked this ending anyway. I am ready to go back.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am.
Aww.
We will meet again.
Okay. Oh, jeez. That scares me every time. Everything goes dark and you die. A thorny vessel, bring the thorn to her. Chapter 1, the hero and the princess. All right.
You're on a path in the woods.
Yeah.
And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Okay.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
I don't want to be mean, but I don't want to just go with a straightforward path. Killing a princess does seem kind of bad, though.
Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
Ooh, burn. Forget it. I'm not doing
Are
this.
you serious? No, you have to do it.
But I don't want to. Can someone else do this?
Unfortunately, you're the only one who can pull this off. I don't make the rules. I wish I did, but I don't.
Okay.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a prince.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Okay. Proceed to the cabin. I didn't get a word of warning. Okay, alright. I was expecting that so I could skip it.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Ooh.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the blade this time. I'm gonna try it. Let's try killing her. Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
I still want to try talking to her.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place.
Ancient woods. So
The
I'm
air
doing
feels
a favor.
heavy
Okay.
and her voice carried.
Okay.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous.
She's in
Don't
charge.
let it fool you. It's all...
Manipulation. Hi.
Don't be a stranger. And it's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
Okay.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist.
fine.
She's so
Beautiful.
coldly
Beautiful.
beautiful. Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Maybe. What? No, wait, why'd you there? Oh, yeah, you caught me. I'm here to slay you. Okay, yeah, you caught me. I'm here to slay you.
That isn't a good idea.
Nah.
Just drop the knife.
Nope.
And maybe the two of us can talk things out.
Nah. Don't feel like it.
She's right, we shouldn't. We should just drop the blade.
Nah.
Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Tighten my grip.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
Oh, she looks scared. I'm sorry.
You poor thing.
Oh, never mind.
Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
No.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement
Ha!
for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop
Nah.
it. Best not to risk finding out
What
what I
can
can
you do? I haven't really seen you do much other
She's
than
unarmed.
transform
If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
and claw at me, I guess. And bite off your arm. Are you sure she's not
I'm
armed?
positive.
She is
not.
armed this
But we'll
time.
keep our eyes peeled. If she has a weapon, she'll have to draw it before she can use it.
A lot of dress going on.
Hesitating? Why don't you drop the knife and the two of us can be civilized with each other?
Nah. I'm not dropping the blade.
Then I'm not talking to you.
Sucks to be you. Squint at the princess while holding the blade.
You stare at the princess, squinting. She squints
She
back.
squints back.
The two of you are gonna do this forever, aren't you?
Yep. We are the same brain cell. Squint the princess even harder.
You squint even harder. So does she.
At least nobody's dying right now.
You're going to have to make a choice. You can't keep squinting forever. Eventually, someone is going to have to blink.
Slay the
You
princess.
charge the princess, blade in hand, but unfortunately your earlier suspicions
blade of her
proved
own!
correct. A blade of her own slips down her sleeve and catches you in the neck.
Oof. What sleeve?
Blood sprays from the cut, your severed carotid artery painting the princess with strokes of red. You'd better finish your task quickly before you run out of time.
Die. Finish the job. Finish the job.
With the last bit
Ooh!
of your will, you press forward, sinking the blade deep into the
I
princess's
was not
heart.
expecting that to work.
Oh,
The two of you collapse on the floor together, rapidly bleeding out.
somehow I thought this would turn out a little differently. But I wonder,
I want to wear the crown.
do you really think that this was enough to stop me?
Yes.
It's like she's convinced she can't die.
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark.
We did it! We slayed
And you
her! Woohoo! Chapter 2, The Razor. Uh-oh.
You're on a path in the woods.
Yeah, in the basement of
You're
the
here
princess.
to
Slayer,
slay
Slayer,
her.
she's the end of the world. But I already slew the princess. Sure, she also killed me, but I definitely got her. Why am I here
I
again?
can assure you that you didn't slay her and that she didn't kill you. People don't just
I already asked
spring
this,
back to
didn't I?
life after
Shoot, my
dying,
bad.
and the two of us are meeting for the very first time.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
This whole thing's a crock of shit. She's just going
We're
to pull
so
a knife out
cheated.
of nowhere and stab us again.
Stabbed to death?
Well, you won't have to worry about that.
That's what you
Princess
said
is
last
unarmed.
time.
Yeah, that's exactly what you
Yeah,
told us last
mhm.
time. When we asked you
I
if
do
you were
feel
sure she
cheated.
didn't have a weapon on her, you said you were positive
She doesn't even have a
didn't.
sleeve, bro.
But it turns out she did, because when we charged her, she started stabbing us to death.
Calm down. I assure you she has no weapons. So there's no reason to fear her. You were made for this
She had a
job.
knife the whole time.
You'll
Why
do
did she just
just
cut
fine.
herself out the first time? Okay.
A
Yes.
warning.
Before you go any
she will
further, she
lie.
lied. She. Yep.
Couldn't be more on the
There
money.
we go.
But we're really doing this, aren't we? I'd say you're lost, but I'm stuck here with you.
We know what to look out for this time. We know to be careful.
Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the
Oh
cabin
my
is a jagged mess
gosh.
of warped wood and broken boards, their splintered
Oh my
edges as
gosh.
uninviting as shattered glass. The only furniture of note is a pointed table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Oh my gosh.
The blade is your implement.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna need
You'll
it.
need it if you want to do this right.
Fuck the mirror. Just approach it. Whatever. Every
You
time.
walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least
It
it'll
will be a mirror. Walk up the way with mirror clean.
You reach forward
Rub
and
the
rub your
table.
hand
Mhm.
against.
They look
There
ridiculous.
was a mirror.
Yep.
Now it's gone. Yet another thing in here playing tricks on us. I hate this place.
Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Mm-hmm.
It feels a bit better to have a weapon in our hands. Let's make her hurt for what she's done to us.
Mm-hmm. Enter the basement.
The door to the basement
creepy.
creaks open, revealing what must once have been stairs. The fractured slats look as if they've been torn from their source and violently jammed into the wall.
Is there a wood version of tetanus? Because I think we're gonna get it.
The air seeping up from below has an almost metallic quality to it, like the smell of fresh blood. And you can hear what sounds like the rhythmic scraping of metal coming from down below.
She
If
has
the
the
princess
knife!
lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her
Kniff.
a favour.
That's right, scraping. I told you she has something, I told you.
We're both geniuses.
That
is
sound
what I'm
could be
hearing.
anything. It's probably just her chains dragging across the floor. I am begging you to get out of your
Maybe
head.
she sharpened the chains into a knife.
Her grating voice carries up the stairs.
I hope you've come to rescue me.
Oh, double
I've
voice.
been stuck down here forever.
She's a transformer.
There
Don't
is
trust
something
her.
so wrong with that voice.
Yeah, she thinks she's better than us, like she doesn't even have to put on an
Okay.
act this time.
What if we cut this and we have two sharp things?
As you descend the final step,
Oh, she's
the
got
form
two
of the
hands behind her
princess
back,
comes
bro.
into view, her sharp eyes following you from across the room.
Her crown's black
I
again.
wonder if she remembers us.
Finally, somebody. Quick, get me out of these chains. We're not safe here.
Why aren't we safe here?
Come on now, we're not falling for that, are we?
She's not even trying.
She's trying to trick us, but she can't hide that threatening edge to her voice. She just wants us to get close, to let our guard down.
If she sounds threatening, it's because her mask is already slipping. She knows why you're here. You are armed, after all.
What are you waiting for? You are here to rescue me, right?
I'd like to trust you, but you're being so suspicious right now.
That's so rude of you, passing judgments on strangers you've never met just because they're different from you. How would you like it if I did that, huh? Silly little
God.
Birdface thinks he's so
Birdface?
serious coming down here but doesn't know anything. Thinks he can tell me to get rid of all the knives I don't even have while he gets to wave one around right in front of me.
I didn't say you had a knife.
I bet you didn't like that, did you? I bet you didn't like being judged for no reason.
I have absolutely zero doubts that she is
Yeah,
going
me
to
neither.
stab us if we get close to her.
She certainly feels threatening. Just because she's acting like she's going to stab you doesn't mean she has the means to actually do it. But you know who is armed? You.
You're gonna get me
so
killed,
stop
bro.
second guessing
I have to
yourself
think
and
about
do your
this.
job. But I'm nervous. All the more reason to jump into the deep end and deal with her right now before you waste any more time getting stuck in your head.
I don't have the key.
Oh, you don't? Okay, I see. I have an idea. You should come over here and stare directly at the chains. You won't be able to find a key if you don't know what it's supposed to look like, so you better come right within close staring distance just to be sure.
Why is she standing like that?
How many more times does she have to vaguely threaten you before you finally decide you're ready to deal with
I don't know,
her?
a couple.
We're clearly still figuring out our
Yeah,
angle.
shut
We
up.
don't have the luxury of watching this from a distance. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you think I'm in a position of luxury right now?
Yep.
You're acting like you are. My entire world is at risk. Then maybe you should behave with a little more humility. A bit of self-deprecation would go a long way. No. I have my dignity. Fine. Then we'll continue to treat you exactly how you deserve to be treated.
Okay. Do you remember what happened last time?
Last time, if somebody came into my house and tried to kill me and I cut his neck open and then he stabbed me in the heart and
Dude,
we
she
both died
remembers.
looking in each other's
Yep.
eyes, well, surely I would remember that.
Okay. I mean, kind of sounds romantic.
But I don't remember it, so it must not have happened.
Just got like the anime, like, oh, sweat.
Last time? What are you talking about? Ugh, it's like the two of you are working together on this. Aren't you listening to her? She's obviously lying through her teeth. I'm terrible at spotting lies, and even I can tell something's up here. We can't be the only ones that looped back to the start. Someone else has to remember, right?
I mean, she
Yes,
usually
something is
does.
obviously up.
and we can all tell that she's lying. The thing she's lying about is how dangerous she is, not dimension hopping or time travel or whatever it is you think you're doing.
Travel. But that's exactly what happens, so you do remember it.
Would I just lie? Just lie to your face and tell you a thing I remembered happening didn't happen just so I could stab you again?
Yeah.
I mean, just so I could stab you for the first time.
Aha! She slipped up there. She said again, and her taking it back doesn't count. Do you hear how deranged you sound right now? Please stop dawdling. This is only going to end with violence. Postponing the inevitable is only going to make it worse for you when it actually happens.
What?
Oh, if I come closer, I didn't mean to click that. If I come closer, you're just gonna stab me, right?
Stab you? I am just a sweet, innocent princess trapped here for no reason. And you are a brave knight who's supposed to walk up to not stabbing distance to help
She's
me.
got the anime sweat going.
I think I've said my piece at this point.
So you're gonna stop
I think
talking?
we all have. But if you want to keep exhausting your questions, it beats getting stabbed
That's what I'm
to
thinking,
death.
yeah. If I just ask her questions forever, then she's not gonna stab me. Can't we just talk this through?
But we don't have anything to talk through. We're strangers and this place is cramped and annoying, and you should just come over here and let me out. Okay, I'm bored now.
She's bored? That's absurd. She doesn't get to be bored. Not in a way that matters. She's a prisoner. She's... Shit. In a sudden burst of movement, the princess leaps towards you, a blade erupting from her free arm,
Ew.
her wrist limp and empty from the violent expulsion. Huh. So I guess
Oh.
she did have a knife of her own after all.
My god, look at her teeth.
How conciliatory of you. We appreciate it, really. Now what are we going to do? At least we're safe here. She's still in chains.
She's gonna rip it off the fucking wall, bro.
And those chains stop her from continuing her advance, at least for a moment.
She's ripping it off the wall. She's just gonna tear it and then
She looks
like...
down at them with something between annoyance and confusion. And then
Yep.
she slices through her arm.
That too, or that could happen. I was
Okay,
gonna say
maybe
a
we
knife
aren't
would
safe
just pop
here.
out. Where'd the blade go?
She
Oh, there
doesn't
it is.
even hesitate before
Oh my
darting
God.
towards you with a terrifying speed you can't hope to outpace.
Oh, we're screwed.
Ah, shit. Okay, she's down an arm and we still have a weapon. I guess we'll have to use it. And use it you do. But unfortunately for you and for the entire world,
Oh, the skin
are
is
horribly
disgusting,
outmatched.
bro.
you keep pace with her
Oh,
for a
she cut off
single
her
brief
arm.
and wordless exchange before she severs your hand and, with it, your only line of defense.
She's even better at this than she was last
Not
time.
even a tiara, she's a little brooch.
Bloody cheater.
Cheater.
I'm going to kill you now.
Could you not? Can we talk about it?
And with a
Oh,
squelch,
never mind.
She does just that. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Okay. Chapter 3, The Arms Race. Arms.
You're on a path in the woods. No, fuck that. If we're gonna have to keep doing this over and over and over again, we're not starting in that goddamn woods every time. We're starting in the fucking cabin.
Oh, fucking
Your
cabin.
what? The interior of the cabin is
Oh,
sharp.
okay.
A constricting mess of curved and battered sheet metal pushing you towards... Wait, excuse me? What just happened? What did you just do?
You moved it. What did that fucking knife fall off the table? I
I
didn't...
feel dizzy.
Oh.
Oh ho ho ho! I guess I took us to the cabin, didn't I? Isn't that interesting? Who holds the cards now?
The circle's getting smaller and
The
smaller.
hunted.
Running isn't an
Oh,
option
no.
anymore. We have to fight.
What's the point of fighting if she's just going to win every time?
Broken.
It hurts being sliced to pieces. We're better off just sitting up here and doing nothing.
We got 2 new
Great,
ones?
so obviously you've already been here. How many times?
3.
This is our third?
We got 2 new ones. It's weird.
No wonder things have fallen apart. You do realise that every time you fail, she escapes
failing
and
on
an
purpose.
entire world is damned to destruction.
If you can take over me,
right?
can't you just defend for me?
That can't be right. That's too much
style.
responsibility.
I couldn't agree more. We
Oh.
couldn't be trusted with the fate of a single person, let alone the fate of the world.
Oh, this is depressing.
Let's just stay focused, shall we? The only furniture of note is a bent metal table, a pristine blade perched. We take it. Okay, sure, you take the blade before letting me finish telling you it's there. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Yeah, you say that every time.
This feels right. We just have to keep our senses sharp. That's right, we've got to be able to win eventually.
And what if we never do?
I feel like I don't have many
Are you
choices
just going to
anymore.
stand there,
This
or are
is
you going
kinda
to head
sad.
to the basement like you're supposed to? I'd love to get started just as much as you would, but how are we supposed to get down there?
There's a mirror in the way.
You walk through the door. You do know what doors
This is
are,
not. This
right?
is a slab of metal.
But there isn't a door, it's just that mirror again.
He doesn't see the mirror.
There isn't a mirror. You really messed things up, didn't you? It's like you can't even see reality anymore. I can feel the air coming up from behind it, stinking of iron and steel. He might be right. Could be a trick. If our other senses can't feel it, then we can't trust it.
Okay. Cool. I have no
Make
choices
your way
anymore.
to the door
What
at
the
the
hell?
end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You really must think you're looking at a mirror. Well, it doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open it.
Let's just move it out of the way without looking. I don't want to see us. I'm sure we all look awful after dying twice.
Let's just fumble for the handle and be done with it. I don't care what we look like. I care about getting to the end of this mess.
Okay. I have no choices. What the hell? Long drawn out sigh.
You reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. It creaks open.
That was not a door.
And the mirror's gone. How surprising. It was never there. Just an illusion. Guess it's time for us to see her again.
Yay.
Just stay focused and you'll be fine. You step forward, but you don't get a chance to linger on the basement stairs. They are smooth and flat and metallic, an unintentional and unfortunately slippery ramp that quickly sends you skittering to the bottom.
Okay.
Your body tumbles onto the
Okay.
basement floor and the form of the
She
princess
looks
comes
the
into
same
view,
again, but we're
standing at a
screwed.
distance.
There's no chain
She
for
gives
us.
you a wry smile.
Her crown's different.
Hi. It looks like you don't have a way out, so I'm not going to play dumb anymore.
What?
But don't worry about how bad you did last time. That's part of the fun.
She's just skipping it. I have no choices.
Fun for her, maybe. I didn't like dying all over again.
Thinking about dying makes us as good as dead. The only thing that matters is survival. Actually, does survival matter? We've died twice and nothing bad has come of it. We just need to find a way to win once. Nothing bad has come of it yet. Plenty bad has come of it. You've left at least one entire world to ruin. The people there mattered.
Okay, so it's 1-1.
The past isn't
Well, I mean, I guess
real.
she killed me the
There's
first
only
time.
here and now. Your internal bickering is cut short by the wet sound of slicing meat. From the princess's arms erupt twin blades glistening with her blood, the empty
Oh,
flesh
God,
of her
it's so
arms
bad.
flopping at her elbows like torn sleeves. The chain clatters to the floor. She's loose, and she is coming for you.
You're going to make me walk over to you, aren't you?
I'll walk over to you if you just chill.
Shit.
Okay.
She's coming for us and I'm out of ideas.
I'm gonna try flirting with her.
Now, I've tolerated quite a bit from you, but this is a bridge too far. Please don't try romancing the princess. She wants to
So,
kill
babe.
you. She's going to end the world
Those are
if you
some
don't stop
sharp
her.
arms you have there.
Do we have to flirt with the murderous monster?
Yes.
I'd rather not.
It's not like she wants us anyway.
Oh.
I'm fine with it. Let's see where this goes.
I know you want to kill me, but has anyone ever told you how gorgeous you are?
A rosy blush
blush.
flushes in the princess's cheeks, and a wide grin cuts across her face.
You're the only person I know, so that's a first. You're sweet. I like you. You're
Maybe we can
also
stop
gorgeous.
her. Can we not kill me?
Oh, be damned. This is actually going to work, isn't
Don't say
it?
that.
Still gonna kill you though.
No, but we're
Or not.
record. Let's talk a minute.
At least she likes
At least
us.
I got a choice. I don't know.
I've never been
Oh,
Blush still
Yep,
glowing
okay.
in her cheeks.
we're done.
The
It's
princess
over.
closes the distance between you, blades flashing. She skewers
Yeah. Okay.
you. Ow. What worthwhile romance doesn't hurt?
It's
at
Smitten,
least a
he's
little
already
bit?
here.
What matters is that she likes us. She's even said as much.
Well, she looks crazy.
A new one of us. I thought that only happens when we die.
Yeah.
Did we die? You're on a... No, you're in a... Where the hell are you?
What?
I think we're dead. And that's all we'll ever be. Dead, 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 dead.
Stop saying dead, all of you. We might have died a second ago, but right now we're
Oh, okay.
extremely not dead. This is all horribly wrong. How many times have you been here?
This is 4.
Oh, okay, so this counts
No
as a new
wonder
one.
everything's such a mess. This wasn't supposed to go past 1.
Well, I killed her in one, and it didn't seem to matter.
I wonder
did it?
what you're going to do next. You're so full of ideas, and I love that.
But I guess we don't have time to talk about things before the princess advances. Okay, whatever we do gets us another us. Let's see how many we can stack. There's got to be a
No,
point where it
that's-
makes us better than her.
Okay,
As long
sure,
as we
whatever.
keep moving. We'll win her heart eventually.
Oh, great. So it's going to get even more crowded.
It's so cool how our everything
Even
changes.
more deluded voices that
Like our
think
hair
we
is
might
spiky now.
stand any kind of chance.
Come on, show me something new.
She wins by killing us, right? So let's beat her to it. It doesn't work, and she kills you again and again and again and again. Your memory blurs as your consciousness leaps from life to life to life, holding only snippets of the conflict that transpires.
Then you skewer yourself.
Oh, I killed myself.
I thought we both understood that dying doesn't get you
Oh,
anywhere.
beat her to it to kill. Okay, so I killed myself. Okay.
Huh, that didn't do much of anything. We're tougher than I thought.
She's got
Well,
more
there's
swords
more
now.
of us. Let's see if that helps.
There's. I'm sorry, I missed it. Was it a new voice?
We just have to hit
Stubborn,
her harder.
okay.
She skewers you.
You'll have to be trickier than that.
Just panic. Flee.
Paranoid.
She skewers you.
No, you don't get to escape. That's not how this works.
Do you see that? We almost had her. That was luck. But we only have to get lucky once. She's going to kill this body either way.
The voice of the cold.
So stop feeling what it feels. She skewers you.
Like how the princess always says she's cold at the end.
Ooh, not bad. Real tough.
It doesn't matter how many times this takes, we can't give up. Okay, let's go again. Let's appeal to her better nature. We haven't tried that.
Opportunist.
I'm sure she'll listen to reason. She skewers you. See? We're getting better.
Ah!
Okay, yeah. That was a good one. None of this is working.
Skeptic.
Think. She skewers you. We're getting close to something. Can't you feel it? One last time. You're right. One last time. That's all we need. And then everything goes dark. And you die.
Okay. Chapter 4, Mutually Assured Destruction.
Your Honor, don't lose your head. We're in a cabin and we'll take it from here.
Okay.
Everything feels like it finally fits, doesn't it? We're up here, which is different, and different is good. And our steel claw is
Can I
already
just
in our
turn
hand.
around? That was an option before. I'd like to
What
turn
if
around.
we throw it out the window?
The window.
Over my dead body.
That won't be very hard. We've died a lot. But I can't say I mind anymore.
Besides, what better way to die so very many times than at the sharp
I
hands
still love
of a
him.
beautiful
He's still the
woman?
funniest.
Sure, I can think of a better way to die. They're all the same, really.
How about we stop thinking about horrible ways to die? I don't want us to accidentally manifest anything. The only thing we're gonna manifest is finally ending up on top. There are entirely too many of you. How many times have you been here? This isn't good. This is... How about you stick to describing things, and we'll stick to doing them? Yeah, leave it to the pros. We'll notch up that win in no time.
Narrator, we heroically stride through the door and towards our destined final encounter with our star-crossed lover.
Fine by me. You walk to the door and onto the basement stairs, only it's more of a slide. We know. Fine, I'll just shut up then and speed this whole thing along. Are you sure you don't want me to describe the stairs, or this room, or
We can't see
anything?
anything because he hasn't described it.
Feels like I'm hardly a
It's
part
funny.
of this. Don't care, just want to win. Fine,
Oh,
you make your way to
God.
the basement, where the princess awaits you.
You know, this last time I killed you, and you didn't pop right back up again?
Uh-huh.
I thought I'd actually done it. I thought I'd cut you into so many pieces you just weren't able to stitch yourself back together.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess we're not done. That's okay with me. It's good even. I like that. I got something ready for you while you were gone. Do you want to
No,
see it?
I'm good, thank you.
I'm not going to wait for an answer.
Ah.
I'm just going to show you. It's worth it though. Just you wait. And not for very long, because I'm going to do it right now.
She sounds so enthusiastic.
Are you going to say what she does?
He's all pissy now.
Do you want me
He's
to
being
talk
petty.
now? Well, yeah, she says she has something new. I want to hear about the new thing. Yeah, me too. I think I speak for all of us when I say that I would like to hear you describe her new thing. Really? Okay then.
Here we go. Now.
The princess's skin twists,
Oh my God.
splitting into red blooms of raw meat as it stretches and tears.
She's like a
Then
starfish.
it erupts.
Oh,
She becomes a
her
wave
eyes.
of blood and viscera,
Okay.
pieces of her splattering
Cool,
against
cool,
the
cool,
walls.
yep.
All that remains in the center of the room is a skeleton of blades.
So we're dead.
A heart beats furiously in its cage of a chest.
Are you ready for what comes
No.
next?
I'd like to turn around and leave.
Holy shit! She's gorgeous.
Absolutely divine.
Yes, behold, the perfect woman. Do you think we can throw her out the window? That looked painful.
Yeah.
How is she still alive? Heart's still beating, that's all she needs. This is fake.
Interesting.
This is all fake. That's all just made up. She doesn't even have a back anymore. How are we supposed to stab her in it?
This is all just a sick joke. I hate existing.
We're screwed. I quit. I'm done. Forget it.
Narrator,
How long will they talk? Oh, they're just doing it in a... Empty your mind.
What just happened? It's so quiet.
Him too.
Something feels different about you. It almost makes me feel different. Like I should actually take this seriously for once.
Okay. You do not act, and yet through that inaction your body moves on its own. The princess strikes as you approach, but as her blow finishes its arc, you're already somewhere else.
You're
Sorry.
incredible.
Thank you. Your weapons clash again and again, you and her entering a rhythm free of thought and free of self. There is only the dance, the ebb and flow, the shifting of the tides back and forth between you. The deeper you fall into your play, the faster your hearts pound, and the faster the momentum volleys between you. An endlessly building crescendo and then an opening. Your blade strikes free of volition and strikes her too. And hers strike too. Hers strikes too. Water and steel. Master yourself and vanquish a sharp foe. Both strikes are lethal. Neither of you will survive, but neither of you fear what's to come. This is a good ending. Okay. If you say so. You do not get to see each other die, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns. Approach the mirror. You do so. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach toward the glass. It's time for you to see what's in it. Oh, decay. You've withered. You've withered. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Approach her. Oh, there's a lot of hands.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction. A mass of tides ebbing
They don't
and
have to cover
flowing
eyes
all
this
at
time.
once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new. And to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
Do you not care what I bring you next?
I care about your gifts, but I have no preferences to burden you with. Even if I did, I would never dare to tarnish our relationship by assuming myself above you.
Aww. You can be a contradiction. Contradictions don't exist.
And yet my waters flow and my streets bustle. There are no words that can describe me into non-existence. There is no logic that can bind my multitudes. I am everything that you have known me to be, but I am also none of it.
How can you stand to be a contradiction?
As easily as you can stand to be you. You are like me, even if you have chosen not to look at the corners of you that do not fit. Even if you have chosen to ignore the brilliant contours of your soul.
Doesn't matter how many times I go back, at least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you worse?
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
Not you. If anything, it makes me like you more. I don't know what it says about me. Not really. It all seems so distant as soon as I'm near you.
It does seem small from here, and the more we journey, the smaller each of those steps will be. But that doesn't make any of them less special.
What do you think of this vessel?
This one is sharp and single-minded. She is cruelty, but she is also joy. She will make for an indomitable heart. Do not mourn her. She is exactly where she needs to be.
Is there any preferences on how you'd like to change or grow?
The tides do not dictate where they are pulled. A river does not dictate its outlets. My gift to you is to let you choose your path, and my task is to treasure the gifts you bring me.
How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
We will know when we near our destination.
I don't care. I'm not gonna kill her. I'm ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Okay. Everything goes dark and you die.